We now join a town hall meeting with Bizarre Obama. Please keep in mind that Bizarre Obama is not meant to impersonate or imitate any of our current U.S. presidents. However, Bizarre Obama is probably going to offend everyone here. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to the first ever Bizarre Obama town hall meeting. Before we get started with the questions, where are my smokers at? Smokers in the crowd. I'd like to personally say you're welcome for the $1 a pack tax increase. That was my idea. Now this was not meant to dissuade any of you from smoking. In fact, the opposite. We're actually encouraging new younger smokers to start back up. Because we got lots of stuff to pay for, America. We're counting on you smokers. Counting on smokers. Also, right up front here, well, this is a problem with most of America. Right up front here, we've got a full pitcher of beer. And as you look over here, my glass is almost empty. And this just goes to show the greed of the American citizens. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to redistribute that beer so that everybody gets a piece of the pie. There's no reason I shouldn't have some of his hard-earned beer. Am I right? Now, actually, one of the waitresses stepped in front of the teleprompter. If we can keep that over in the back, I think this all go a little smoother. Let's go ahead and go to the questions. Does anybody have a question? Right here, sir.
Mr. President, what is your take on the Tea Party on April 15th?
I'm actually, contrary to what a lot of Americans think, I'm actually a big fan of tea. I'm a big, good friend, Timothy Geithner, actually threw a tea party on Capitol Hill for all the cabinet members. Timmy always seems to have a little extra money around tax day. We're never really sure where it comes from. But he has it. That falls under the don't ask, don't tell policy for Bill Clinton, which covers gays in the military and taxes to cabinet members. Anybody else? Questions? Yes.
Bizarre Obama, what's your administration plan on doing about the national debt?
National debt. We've actually taken a very strong stance on the national debt. What we like to call the ostrich approach, where we stick our head in the sand and we spend like there's no tomorrow. What else? Over here, sir.
So we got Kim Little talking to.
Well, you're obviously from NBC. Take a minute. Compose yourself. This happens to a lot of people in my presence.
What is your stance on torture?
Torture is a very sensitive subject recently here in America. We actually have a very strong stand on torture as well. I believe that torture between two consenting adults is fine. As long as there's a clear and defined safe word. Michelle and I like to use Laura Bush. But it's your personal preference. You got to make it your own, American. I've been recorded on record saying several times I'm not opposed to nipple clamps in the bedroom. Any other questions? Right in front here.
Mr. Obama, how are you planning to fix socialized health insurance?
Socialized health insurance is actually one of the major platforms I use to run for president. Now, this is a very complicated issue. We've got a bill through the House. Goes into the Senate next week. This plan will propose that any citizen over the age of 61 be euthanized. I truly believe we will see many great things come from this right away. Our roadways will be much safer for the children. Also, seating at Denny's should free up in the AM hours. Medicare and Medicaid should see drastic cuts by over 95%. This should also shore up our problem with Social Security, as well as eliminate temporarily the old people smell at family gatherings. Now, I'm very happy to say Germany has come forth to volunteer their services and know-how in this mass genocide. And Iran actually is going to deny that any of this is actually taking place. Now what you're thinking, what about Grammy? Well, if Grammy's over the age of 61, well, I guess Grammy's got a little bigger role to play in our new society than you do right now. But Grammy will be missed. That's only natural. Mr. Grammy. But there's two sides. There are two sides to every coin, America. And if you look at the other side of the coin, you'll see you get full health and dental. As well as orthodontics in rare cases. Now I know this sounds a little crude, but if you think about it, this is a way better deal than getting the $5 in your birthday card next year from Grammy. All right, next question. On a side note, actually I have a side note there. All prescription drugs can be filled at your local middle school as well. Any questions? One more question over here. Yes, sir.
Mr. Messiah.
Oh, yes.
Is it true that you bow to the king of Saudi Arabia?
Actually, yes. This is something I want to clear up tonight and put this to bed. This is the last time we're going to talk about this. I did bow to the king. I will say it right now that I did bow. But that's going to be my signature move. All the presidents before me had them. Bush 41, like the puke on Orientals. Bill Clinton, well, for lack of better terms, like to ejaculate on things around the White House. Bush 43 hated black people, and I bow. I bow, and I like to apologize for things our country didn't do as well. That will be a part of it. I'd like to take this time to apologize right now to all you and the rest of America for this terrible impersonation. I've signed a task force to look into the environmental and economic impact that this impersonation is going to have. And we should have those results in a couple of months. Any other questions? I think we have time. Actually, this is scripted, ma'am. I don't know if you've been to one of my press conferences. I actually think we have time for one more question. One more question. Right back. There we go.
We're no longer supposed to say the word terrorist.
That's actually that's a good point. He brings up over here. The word terrorist is see now if you call a spade, it's going to continue to think it's a spade. And now it works the same way with terrorists. If you call a terrorist, he's going to continue to terrorize. So my administration has come up with new language for the word terrorists. We're now going to call them man-made disasters. Now, my administration has put political correctness at the forefront of all our policies, and we believe this is one of the first steps in many for the new America to put its head between its legs and kiss its sovereign ass goodbye. That's all the time we got here. Thanks for coming out, folks. I gotta go. I gotta spend more of your money. All right, let's see it. I see. I'm not a political man. A little bit. But I do believe that you should call it what it is, all right? A terrorist is a terrorist, all right? A man-made disaster is something that my wife deals with once a week when she washes my boxer shorts, all right? It's like, honey, did you put any terrorists in the hamper this week? I did. There's a couple in there. I had a little green chili on Thursday. You might want to watch out for that IED. Something about it.